We all yearn to have a healthy dialogue between our thoughts and our molecules. Here is a man who is very easefully beyond all the blah blah that we hear about separation between the mind and body. Arunesh Moudgil is a rare being whose mind, body, heart, and soul connect, and the light that he is flows through all that he meets. Arunesh is unstoppable. There's not one thing that defines him. He flows into and through his many avatars: flow arts, juggling, fireplay, software designer, teacher, workshopper, facilitator. Do have a listen to my conversation with this amazing man.
I feel that any kind of form of enlightenment or any form of knowledge or that sort of understanding is all within. And I think that's what I have learned majorly through flow arts and juggling, because eventually it's all about patterns.
Yes.
And a subtle tweak in the pattern can allow you to go for more.
It's meditation.
I call it movement meditation. So when
yes.
people ask, what do I do? I'll say that I'm in my meditation. We get these very strong conditioning.
Yeah.
So I was lucky to have a space at home where I could just be lost in my play.
Oh wow.
Oh
wow.
These days there is a lot of research going on flow state, how to tap into the flow state, using practices of body, mind, meditation, and even different substances. But the idea is, again, it is your temple, it is a solid machinery in a way,
Yes.
And it has been an amazing time.
Let's do
Yes.
more stuff.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome, guys, to the podcast Theatre of Joy. Today, I'm so honored to have Arunesh Moudgil.
Yes, that's correct.
He is an artist par excellence. I've seen him and in his videos in so many avatars that I just don't know how to introduce him to you. But we'll let the conversation flow and you will know what an artist Arunesh is. So, Arunesh.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I was just trying to get into my avatar. Ready.
And you can, just keep doing that and continue to change your avatars. It's as simple.
Yes. No, as I was already admiring that you have so many masks around on the walls. Everything has a story, and we can sort of get into that story, absorb so much, and mimic. And all at the same time, it happens naturally, without us even realizing that the story plays, because there is always this something internal that we can relate to
Yes,
that. Right?
yes. These masks are all from actually Nepal.
Right.
And they are not originals, of course. They're copies of masks that, ancient kind of thing.
Right.
And of course, there are stories around them.
Yes.
And every time you look at the mask, you're right. Your
The
story
avatar
kind of
comes to
relates.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So tell me, you do a lot of things. You do juggling with fire, and what is that called?
So rope
The
walking,
line,
slack line, which is rope walk.
And I've seen you working with kids, and with those pieces of cloths that hang, the yoga. What is that called?
So we were trying to learn aerial.
Aerial
and,
yoga.
How to sort of fly and float. Yes. So a bit of acrobatics.
Yes.
We were also practicing a bit of the pole dance, rope walking, acrobatic, anything that involves the body fully, and builds more awareness. And also I do acro yoga, which is another form of partner work where you are lifting somebody and the other person is flying. There is surrender. There is
like
letting
contact
go.
improv.
Similar to contact improv. Similar sort of
So would you tell everyone what contact improv is?
So contact improv is, I had just the brief experience with that. But I'm really glad that I could expose myself into that world of awareness and that subtlety of your body. So I was lucky enough to be part of this gathering. It was a week-long program, and every day we will, do break our boundaries to allow more to surrender. And then, there is body touch, contact, weight sharing. And I mean, there are great people, masters who are, from whom we sort of got these beautiful lessons from. But I think I feel that any kind of form of enlightenment or any form of knowledge or that sort of understanding is all within ourselves. This body is what can teach you everything about this universe.
And knowledge is not about the head.
Knowledge is not about the head. But if I feel to be intuitive, one needs to be in the body, aware, and through that we can really connect with the entire universe. So that's what I feel. All these modalities enable us with that. Flow arts has its own magic. I mean, I remember initially when I saw somebody do it, I was like, wow, okay, I see somebody's brain and body going really fast and doing this. I gave it a try and realized that I'm really good at copying. So you do a trick, I can mimic it. So that was my beginning. And then that took me into a long journey, traveling to different flow festivals, juggling festivals. And then I sort of, my initial few weeks, few months were challenging, because it's a task. It's challenging. But once you break that initial sort of thing that where the basics, and then you're trying to now do more, and that brings you into a very beautiful flow state. So it's called a flow state where you are practicing, you are in that moment, but there is certain challenge that you're trying to solve. And then it's that sweet spot of knowing and trying to achieve something more, and being fully in that moment. That's what I've really learned from flow arts, which involves juggling, spinning fire, spinning other props, object manipulation. Again, working with the body in different ways. And there is so many different props that I'm also learning to, that people have been practicing and exist out there.
So this is called object
manipulation.
I mean, in theater we'd call it object theater.
Object theater.
But
So for us, I mean, what we call it is object manipulation. So let's say if there is a ball, like imagine there is a crystal ball, right? And I can play with it in a way that it's moving. It can create an illusion, So that's why, I mean, we call it object manipulation. And that sort of transforms that. I can balance it in my body. I can sort of, it's called contact juggling. Again, it has its own sort of physics and way to play with it. But yeah, I don't know about object theater. What is object theater?
Yeah, it's similar. Right. I mean, similar in the sense what you can do with an object.
Okay, right.
Mostly people work around a chair or otherwise also.
I think exploring the relationship.
Exploring the relationship, but yours is special. It's about balance, and balance. You have to be coordinated with your, mind and your body.
Right.
It doesn't come if you're not coordinated. I know my physical trainer. I've been trying to buy. I lost somewhere during the COVID and everything. So I know it's not. You have to have all your faculties, all your energies together.
Right.
And only then you can balance or juggle or anything like that.
Yeah, it's I think lately I have also, because all of this practice has helped me, has worked as therapy for me.
Yeah, it's meditation.
I call it movement meditation. So when people ask, what do I do? I'll say that I'm in my meditation. I'm moving and dancing I'm in my little flow state, in my ecstasy. Because it's, for me, it brings happiness. It brings that bliss. But again, it's very momentarily, so you can't really get addicted to it.
Yes.
But it's a practice, then it becomes a practice, because
it's a natural way of being, actually.
Exactly. Yeah.
I experienced, I was 59 and I moved to Bangalore for a bit, and I thought I wanted to do movement. And I was totally raw. I mean, theater, of course, is there, but when I landed in the space where I learned to move, actually, I learned to move.
Okay.
You have to unlearn all the structured movements we are used to, and there is a limited repertoire of movement that people do.
Right.
And I remember that guy one time, he said, okay, so you use for soap, so every time pick up your soap in a different way or brush your teeth.
Yes.
I mean, those were the the beginning kind of a thing.
Yes. To break the pattern.
To break patterns, to know that patterns can be broken, and I can still soap my body. And that a lot opens up when you learn to break patterns.
No, for sure. And I think that's what I have learned majorly through flow arts and juggling, because eventually it's all about patterns. And a subtle tweak in the pattern can allow you to go for more. Otherwise we can get stuck in a loop. Right? And I mean, circles are beautiful. We can keep doing that and we become perfect into that. So, I mean, somehow perfection, I couldn't really relate with that word. And with that,
perfection is not a word. It is a prison.
It's a prison, right? So I feel the perfection is like a circle. And every time for me, I feel, how can I break that circle, right? So then it becomes a spiral, and then you start to expand a little bit more and a bit more, and you see the growth, you feel the growth. So I feel that's a very sweet spot between a circle and a spiral.
Yes.
And at times I have felt stuck in a loop. And I mean, thanks to my practice or the awareness that, I could see it, and I say, okay, how can I step away from it, or how can I go more into it? Just with that little push that, okay, how can I make it expand? It's a trip.
Practice is like riyaz. You're not working with because that's what classical singers and all do. They work with this.
I mean, to be frank, I'm not really good with practice, or
No, but still you have to. You don't have to burn the whole building down.
To avoid the real life situations, I go into my little play, and it becomes a practice.
Of course, it's a practice. I know I tried to get on your slackline once.
Right.
I felt that, an ordinary person with a younger body, it's, it's easier.
Easier.
Right? But still it is, look, okay, so can you dip into your childhood and tell me that how did you say you don't practice very much. It wasn't a I have to do it thing, right? So what made your body as childlike as it was then? Because you are very flexible. You can't not be with the worst stuff you do, but you are flexible with your whole being. It's not your body. I've seen you, seen your whatever show, and you've been in my improv class also.
Yes.
So how did that you retain that body? Most of us become, this whole reality, this world makes us cringe, harden, solidify.
So I think I mean, I would answer this in different ways. First, to begin with, I think a lot depends on parenting.
Yes.
Right. Parenting is a big role.
Yes.
So there I feel grateful that I've had a very comfortable, not comfortable, but at least nothing restricting, because at times while growing up, we get these very strong conditioning. So I was lucky to have a space at home where I could just be lost in my play.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
I could just be lost.
That's really just, you're lucky.
And
you're really lucky.
I'll be in my storeroom. I'll come back from school. I'll be in my storeroom. There is no fan, and I'm sweating. It's summer, and I'm trying to build this sculpture. थोड़ा सा ऐसे ना वो POP का बनाते थे, carving करना उस पे. और ऐसे पूरा पसीना पसीना हो रखा है, I'm all wet and I'm this, and I have no idea because I'm so lost into that moment, you know. So
how old were you then in this instance?
I think maybe, I don't know, 5th grade, ऐसा कुछ होंगे.
Oh wow.
So वो है. And then also otherwise I, you know, so let's say my dad would come, let's say I'm in one corner of the room, he'll throw me something, right? It's nothing, it's just that the gesture, and on the other side I'll catch it, you know, I'll do something and then throw it back. So I had a lot of these plays while growing up, you know, so that helps the kid be more imaginative.
So I think, you know, a child is born imaginative till 3 years maybe, you know, but then even before nowadays we start solidifying the mind and putting patterns in it which are repetitive and you know, which suits us, right? And then slowly the body gets hardened and solidified. And we've done workshops with little children also, ordinary schools and all that, and it's not easy to get them. They come very quickly, you know, quicker than adults do. But they start off with a stiff body and a stiff thing, and then, you know, within a day or two they get opened up.
I mean, because I think in our society there are so many ways that they make us things that we are supposed to.
Homework करो, ये करो, बाहर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, अपना इतना पढ़ते अगर तुम ये कर रहे, you know.
So there was a phase when I definitely in my school time and my younger years, I felt very odd, felt very off, very different, which was very strange and not so comfortable feeling, you know, because you felt that there's something wrong with you, you know, because the rest of the class or rest of the environment is behaving in a certain way, and you don't relate to that, and you're lost in your own world. So for me, it took me a certain time, a little time, to realize that, okay, first accept whatever is going on is fine. You know, it's okay. If you're feeling that, it's okay. Now let's start from there. You know, accept that you're odd.
How did you know that? How did you have that wisdom?
It's just that it was just there. I was not really good in socializing back in school.
And your parents didn't make you?
They didn't, definitely didn't.
So that's the thing, no?
You know, my mom will still have these prompts to prompt us
Uncle
to dance, to
karo.
sing, कि कुछ, you know, कुछ करो.
Make some money?
Yeah, जैसे घर पे कोई guest आया, चलो, you know, show your skills.
Which uncle को गाना सुनाओ?
So luckily, I mean, my dad would always.
I'm saying that. I'm not mimicking your mother, but it happens in every household.
Every household, right? Yes. So उस time मेरे dad ने ना mom को रोकना कि let the kids be. You don't really have to have them perform. और जो अंदर से आएगा उसको आने दो. So I think तो वो है. So that's the parenting part. The other is your own reflection, your own sort of journey to embrace who you are, to realize who you are, and accept the oddness, the weirdness, the freak in you, and really enjoy and cherish that.
Yes.
Right. So I think that's where the magic comes. That
there is magic in weirdness.
Definitely.
In freakiness.
Definitely. So now lately I have my prompts or my ideas have been that how can I create that space for other people, be it kids or adults, through using my flow art skills, using my whatever things that I know. How can I make that atmosphere for kids to step into that awareness using the body. So that's lately what I've been thinking about, and you know, so Abhi, recently I did this tour, like a wellness festival, did it with the team, Zaria team, and we did it for HCL. So we were traveling all.
Zaria team?
Zaria, they're a team from Bangalore. So they contacted me that, they came across my videos or came across what I do, and they invited me to do this tour with them. And I felt so good because, I come from an IT space where I was also working on computer, designing, and sitting in a corporate office, which for me, I was very passionate about that.
That's also fun.
That's also fun because it got me into a space of conceptualizing, prototyping, testing, meeting a lot of people and understanding, doing a lot of research. So I've done that. And then in between, I take my breaks to do my circus. So yeah, it was really great so that I could go back into that space and share my love of movement and juggling in that environment. So there were a lot of people who had never been so comfortable or so relaxed in the body or challenge themselves. Otherwise we are just into that screen.
Yes.
So it was a good challenge. It was good fun.
I recently did a theater workshop with the IT people, young people, and it is a wonderful thing. They get to move their body, and they go and move their mind.
Yes.
And then they get to move. Mind and body is together. We have both. Yes. And why not harmonize and balance them? And imbalance is always kind of terrible.
Otherwise in today's time we are too much in the mind, too much in the head. Processing, thinking, be it just doing simplest of things, but it's very important to be back in the body and to sense and to begin from there. And then we just so there was this time when I got to use these skills and use it as a storytelling. I did this theater for kids in Delhi, where we would going to different schools and performing these stories. And a friend of mine, so she inquired like, okay, you have all these skills, so tell me what you do. What all can you do? So अच्छा juggling भी कर सकते हैं, balancing भी कर सकते हैं, ऐसे stick रख के उसके ऊपर कुछ और रख के balance कर सकते हैं. Okay. And then so then she made a list of that. Then she found a perfect story where she could fit all of that in.
Wow.
And for me that was very new, or very first time doing
and
theater. It's rare
to find a person who
could
integrate,
pull you into it. So I got a chance to do that. It was really a liberating feeling, because back in school I got once traumatized being on stage. and what's funny is I was in second class, I think, and it was a fancy dress competition. I was dressed as a magician, and I had to go on stage and do the magic trick. So my dad has been a magician also.
अच्छा.
हाँ, तो उनका एक बुक का ट्रिक में ले गया और स्टेज पे चढ़ा और मैंने देखा ये इतने सारे बच्चे बैठे हैं और मैं एकदम ब्लैकआउट हो गया. I just froze, and that was a strong experience to go through. And after that I said I'm never gonna go on stage. So the entire school life.
So that was broken with this.
That was broken with this, yes. Because in this I was playing 5 different characters, and the last character is the magician I was playing. So yeah, so it was very.
So will we ever get to see it?
I would love to do it again.
Please do.
And in fact, recently I've given myself a challenge to. So in this story, I'm playing a dragon. I'm playing a monkey who could juggle. I'm playing Jugnu, fireflies with these LED wings. I'm playing snake with body movement, and then a magician who does this magic. So it's a story. Now I'm learning unicycle. So that I can teach the monkey how to juggle on the unicycle.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm adding these little more layers. Taking my time, no rush, but yes, working on it. So we can do that in Chandigarh.
Yes, please. Yes. Yeah, I mean, somewhere people get focused on only doing one thing, like clowning or even contact improv. And okay, so this is my focus and this is what I'm going to do. And they work towards that. They practice, they do riyaz like, anything. Yeah. But this is, your story is so interesting that, now you want to, learn something, you go ahead, go and learn it, make space for it.
Right.
And there isn't your mom's and dad's voice. I mean, that's how we hear the conditioning, right?
इस
have to make money.
इस एज में जाके अपनी वॉइस भी आ जाती है फिर बीच में.
अपनी भी आ जाती है.
वो तो है ही, that's constantly there, but then yes, you make peace with it.
So the struggle is to be more of you.
Yeah.
Rather than more of those voices all around you. Energies. Not only voices, energies.
Right. For sure.
Yeah.
So recently my dad was asking, okay, what's the status on your job? I said, yeah, I've been on a break from last 5-6 months. एक बार जो पैसा कमाया वो एक बार खत्म कर दूं, फिर जब नहीं होगा तब सोच लेंगे कि ठीक है फिर काम कर सकते हैं, you know.
So you can step in and out of your job.
I mean, I find projects. I work on a project. The last project I worked almost on 3 years. So parallelly, I had my practice.
So
and
tell
I
us
was
which
doing
project
that.
it was. So young people who want to, live like Arunesh.
Right.
Know how to.
Yeah. So I've been working as a UX designer. UX design is user experience design. So we work on digital interfaces, right? It could be a software application, it could be an app, it could be a web application. And we sort of design the entire experience. जैसे अगर आपने कोई नई ऐप डाउनलोड करी है, आप देखते हो उसमें क्या है, you do it as a function. आपने कुछ कैब बुकिंग करना है, या आपने कुछ परचेज करना है, कुछ पेमेंट करना है, टिकट बुक करनी है, तो उसमें या तो आपके लिए बहुत इजी होगा वो करना, या आपके लिए बहुत मुश्किल होगा. तो वो उस चीज को समझना, ह्यूमन फैक्टर्स, ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी, एंड व्हाट इज इट, what makes it complex, so we study a lot of human behavior.
Like I'm a digital immigrant and I have to find some digital native sometimes to tell me कि
हाँ, so वो है, so मेरा काम कि I have been into that design. It's almost been 10 years now.
So you're designing what? What is the outcome?
So the outcome could be an app, it could be a website, it could be a software application. So it's very conversion centric.
And an AI nowadays.
AI, so I mean, we use it as a prompt, or we can use it in different ways. But it's more.
No, I understand. Look, digital immigrant. Now I understand. Right. It couldn't be an AI.
But an experience, right? So let's say I had worked for Club Mahindra. So we had designed their app. So my job was to first listen to the call recordings that, let's say they would receive. So to understand what are the complaints that they're getting, to understand what people are appreciating or where do they feel challenged. So I would just sit and just listen to those, and then take notes, and then I would visit their resort and study the how the setup is, what people do once they're there. And so then eventually going back to my sketchbook and sketching concepts into, because initially people would call on the call center and make bookings. Then, they shifted to the website. Then the website also fell too much because people had to go to on a laptop. But now then, we designed something for their phone on the app. So simply, if you realize that, okay, you have these week off and your kids are also have vacations, let's plan a family holiday. So they'll go to the app, find which resort is available, do the booking. So that kind of experience.
So I see that your mind is as flexible as your body. Because, even to go beyond patterns, beyond conditioning of the mind, even in thought patterns, like, there has been Edward de Bono who's talked about parallel thinking. And at that time, it was something new. Okay. Now, of course, parallel thinking is to break a pattern. And, so there were games that I used to do with in my workshops to help people change patterns of thinking. It's a subtle process, but one which can be learned, I guess, if that is the problem. So how do you think the flexibility of your mind, this is a chicken and egg thing, did it come first or did it come after? Or it came together, the flexibility of your mind and the flexibility of your body?
Right. Interesting question. So I think it's something in harmony with the body, right? Eventually your body would only feel as flexible as your mind is relaxed. As in, and there are different ways of stress. I mean, I'm not an expert into the matter, but I feel if I feel stressed, my body is more rigid, right? I feel more stuck. I won't be able to get into a practice. Sometimes I'm not able to, go into my practice because I feel that there's something is bothering me. Unless I resolve that, I'm not fully there. So, एक तो वो है underlying factor, because your body is smart enough. The body does keep the score
if you give it permission,
right? And so उस पे independently काम करना और अपने brain पे भी काम करना बहुत जरूरी है, you know. But the flexibility of the mind, I'm just
it's what
it's
what you're designing also, no?
Right.
So only a person who's flexible enough will. A digital immigrant like me would say, I'm more comfortable with calling them and telling them that I want to do this. Who wants to go into things? But then I've also had to, in my, as I'm growing older, I had to make it a practice.
Right.
That,
so I think visualization, for example, so if you can visualize, just sit and visualize, that helps expand that, create that possibility for your mind to really travel. So, I mean, just to share an experience with you, I went to Vipassana few years back, and it was very random because a friend was going, and I thought, okay, cool, I'll take a month's break and go for this experience. So went for it, not really knowing what is about, and then I had the most comfortable time because I love spending time with myself.
I know, that's the thing. So, you've already sorted out that voice which goes in your head.
और मजा बड़ा आता है उसको उसके साथ travel करने में. I mean, it could be a good or it could be a bad experience, could be a bad trip, but it is something that you need to process, right? You need to go through. So, and those 10 days went by very comfortably, and one of the session was like very liberating because I could really watch my mind traveling, scanning the body, but the body is there, right? So I'm sitting in my meditation, so the body is there, but my mind is active and it is observing myself, right?
That's the point, I think, of Vipassana.
Right. And then I suddenly, in that moment, I realized that, wow, I just noticed that ability of myself, noticing myself, and it felt like a trip for sure, and then I allowed my mind to travel out of the body. Said, okay, let me go out and just watch myself from outside. So, and I could just clearly see that. Then I took it much further. I took it into the cosmos. So I traveled around.
Astral,
right? So I said, wow, this is so powerful. And then I came back to the body. I was like, there was something odd. I don't know what I experienced, but it made me feel very tripped out for sure.
I know.
So then they had to wake me up, because they break your bliss to step out of that. So then the moment I stepped out, I see the trees were breathing. The green felt more green. I was like, whoa,
your awareness.
Something got released in the body for sure.
I know. And you didn't need a high.
I didn't. It was just the body is capable of so much, and the brain. It's just that there are different ways. These days, there is a lot of research going on flow state, how to tap into the flow state, using practices of body, mind, meditation, and even different substances. But the idea is, again, it is your temple. It is a solid machinery in a way, so how we can really understand what is going on. So so much possibility there.
And well, I mean, oh my goodness, that was wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. But it all starts with, like, you probably did not go through that phase at all because you had an open childhood. You didn't have many people sitting on your head telling you how to be, right? And but there is something like permissions. You have to give your body permission to be what it desires to be.
Right.
And I think there is such a hype about sexualness. You get into so much trouble if you let your body be. Your body is a sexual being, and it the way you hold yourself, the way and you can pull yourself back into your closed space because it's fearful to be out there with your sexualness.
Right.
So I don't know. Can you because you seem to be. I mean, this is the first time but that permission, did you have to give it to yourself?
No, for sure. I mean, that part of me and that phase of my life where I was struggling to really understand who I am, and so And the answers were only something that I figured out. I had never really consulted anyone till now. I've never really went to therapy.
Why would you need to?
I mean,
you're already therapy you need when you're stuck in either in your body or in your mind. You know, if you're stuck kiye guruji hai mere hamare to guruji hum to guruji, so you know you don't even give yourself permission to think on your own. Like, okay, my parents, whatever they say, I'll do. Or my friends, my group of friends, you know. So you don't give yourself permission. So did you have to, you know, at any point in your life, give yourself any permission?
Yes. So I think, I mean,
because some stuckness was showing up.
Yeah. I mean, just a simple example. Let's say I'll be walking in a public space, and I'll realize that, you know, I'm walking very stiff. My body feels stiff. I want to lift my hand, but I'm not able to, you know, because I'm judging myself. And there are people watching.
Yeah.
And then I'm obviously, you know, catching a part of that and judging myself or whatever. So I'm not really, and I would notice my breath is also not relaxed, you know. So again, starting from breathing to the body and everything, then once in a while I'll have to just, okay, you know, there's getting too active, stop and just breathe, and it's okay, you know, do the whatever you want to do, just do, be weird,
be yourself,
shake, ground, and then, you know, then start.
So it's not that at that moment when we are, you know, it's called the gaze. So they say when a child gets aware of the gaze, 2, 3, 1.5 years old or whatever, then their body starts getting stuckness and contortedness, because the natural human thing is to respond to a gaze. And there are so many people looking at a baby and, you know, wanting a certain reaction. So, so you are being yourself when you are being this, but you're not being more of you. You're being, you know, so somehow
you limit yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So I think apart from other things, what interestingly has also helped is certain plant medicines, right? Those have helped me also a lot. Initially by giving me a bad trip, and then realizing, then going into deep into that journey. Okay, what is it that I'm experiencing right now? Let me be with it fully. Let me study that and realize that, okay, it has been certain those cyclic patterns where I've been stuck in a loop, and then allow myself to step out of that. And then realize that, oh wow, all this time I was just in that pattern, you know. And because of certain experience that I went through, I'm able to take myself out of that.
Yeah, it's a pattern that is kind of imprisoned us.
Right.
You know, a pattern. Of course, patterns are good, and patterns have helped scientists and mathematicians and, you know, people generally. But that's what Edward de Bono also says. He says we get limited by working in a pattern. So the thing is to break the pattern.
Right.
And consciously in the beginning. And then
and in fact,
making it a way of being.
Right. And in fact, that's what I did at the end of the school, you know, because I was so traumatized by being onto a stage and to deal with public. So I gave myself a challenge. Okay, can I attempt theater? Not that I wanted to be an actor or be on stage, just so that I want to, parts of me I want to heal.
This is also a pattern.
Yeah.
You learn something because you want to become something and make money or be famous.
Right.
It's theater should be in everyone's life.
Right. And I mean, it's a tool. You can use it however you want.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that such situations I had to give myself permission to go to sometimes challenge and sometimes not challenge. I said, okay, it's okay if you don't. You know, so take a step back or take a step forward, but you are the decider for that.
You are the chooser.
You're the chooser, and everything is fine, even if you choose not to. You know, back in college, I was getting a lot of requests for modeling and acting, and I didn't really felt going that way. You know, so I said, okay, I feel more, you know, that I want to create design, so I went into design. Now there was a phase where I wanted to be in white play, so you know, I choose to pick theater because I wanted to play, or to be able to travel the world and learn while traveling, there are amazing people traveling, and you'll pick up one thing or the other thing, and it builds up.
Yeah.
So
we're all one after all.
Yeah, exactly.
And somehow we get attracted to people who are also as open as we would like to be.
Yes. And whoever is listening, I mean, if you have anything that I can be part of, please reach out. I would love to collaborate. I would love
to play.
Love to play. Yes.
I remember not very long ago being in a room with you where we all, some of us were sitting and just being. And I noticed that, you did not need much prompting to play. Light hai, so it's casting a shadow, you'll start doing shadow things. Or, you start playing when there's a surface you can play on. And it's playing is a natural part of your being, is what I mean. And most of us get into a pattern and say, okay, meditation is sometimes something different, and this is work, seriousness, and this is play, playtime is playtime. But for a creative person, there is a stimulus.
Everything is a meditation.
How you respond. Everything is a stimulus.
Everything is a stimulus.
And you can respond to it.
Yeah. It's when it's a trip for sure.
So now, of course, I mean, even when the question is forming, it's not. You, of course, do not have any set plans for your future. You just let it go where it goes.
Yeah, it has been mostly that. But I always, sometimes I also get stuck in surroundings and lose a part of me and forget what I was on to, so that does affect me a lot. And then something will show up, it'll remind me of something that I had in mind, and the body still remembers that desire, so that will awaken and I'll be back on it. So
and back on it better than before.
Better than before,
sure,
right?
For the experience.
Yes, and I think for that you need a tribe, you need a community to keep you up and playing,
and to have fun,
right, and to have fun. So that is, I feel, a critical
You're looking
part.
for that.
Yeah, and luckily, I mean, last 3 years we have been doing a lot of that in Chandigarh. A little bit of play, and still be able to travel and connect with other people around, and with the same intent to create that space. Yeah.
And we also got to dip into it a bit and enjoy that space, because it is an amazing space. So many possibilities, so much that can happen.
Yes,
that has already happened.
Right. Yeah. No, I think
so we are talking about a space called Meraki in Chandigarh, which is really creating so many bubbles and so much fragrance.
Right. No, I think I mean, we all need spaces or somebody we can reach out to, so Meraki has been able to create that space in the city where, be it something that you need to process, so you'll find somebody who can help you out with that, or even a space for you to move and dance and get together,
just go and enjoy meditation or yoga or theater workshop or and there's so many things, so many things that happen. Yes.
And looking forward to more of your sessions there also.
So grateful for you and for that space, and it just meeting Arunesh and being just a random kind of a interaction can actually open up your mind and your body, because, and that's how somebody has said that be yourself and change the world. Because if you are yourself and you're choosing you, you will interact with people and tribes and whatever. And everybody will also be able to, aisa bhi hota hai. Even this is possible.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's
since you explore possibilities and play, you also invite people into that space.
Yes,
it's a good, wonderful thing.
Be the flow.
Be the flow.
Be the flow that you want to see in the world.
You want to see.
So I was sitting in Vipassana and this line came to me. This is Mahatma Gandhi ne likha, be the change. So be the flow.
But this is better because being the change is again limited to what you think is so of course it starts with that,
right,
giving yourself permission to change and giving others permission to change around you. Just your people who work under you or with you, employees and all that, it is a big step, but the bigger step is to give yourself permission to flow.
And with that lightness,
with the lightness
and the effort should not feel like an effort.
Yes,
it should
because you just need ask and receive. You don't need to effort.
You just
just need to choose,
right? And just be with it, and everything just starts to happen like that.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
Yes. So wonderful.
Yes. No, it's
so grateful for you.
Yes, thank you.
Such a wonderful session. Thank you guys, and thank you, Arunesh, for coming on the session. Thank you so much. It's such an enlightening conversation.
I'm so grateful. Wonderful. I'm glad somebody is there to listen to me.
I'm sure.
I usually shy away from recording myself, or whenever
yes, I know.
So I'm glad that we could do this.
We could do this, and we could do it again.
Yes.
When you've gone on a little and found your tribe, maybe
another
or whatever larger tribe.
And I feel we have so much magic in Chandigarh, so much possibility.
So much possibility. Yes. Young people especially are so open to exploring play.
I remember the first time I had met you at the Chandigarh Carnival. We had a very sweet moment of this little storytelling. And no, I'm really glad that I connected back with you in Chandigarh.
Yes.
And it has been an amazing time.
Let's do more stuff.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you.